All right, so let's get straight to one of the top stories that we have for you. And of course, it has everything to do with the Supreme Court, which is this morning, like I mentioned, set to rule on an application by the IEBC chair, Wafula Chebukati, on what really his role is in the results verification process. Let me bring in my colleague, Moremi Mwangi. Moremi, good morning. What can you tell us? What time are we expecting this ruling to happen? And what, direction is the court likely to take? Last week, the judges were quite clear that they really did not understand where the contention was. So what are we expecting today?
Well, good morning, Betty. The ruling has been slated for 11:30. That, of course, being the time when we expect the judges to give that clarification in relation to that query that had been raised by IEBC Chairman Wafula Chebukati. Remember, this is going to be the 5-judge bench comprising the judges that have in the past been hearing that dispute, that being the Chief Justice David Maraga, his deputy Philomena Mbete Mwilu, as well as Justices Smokin Wanjala, Isaac Lenaola, and Lady Justice Njoki Ndung'u was not in that particular bench. There will be Justice Jackton Ojuang to have the full 5-judge bench, which is the requisite quorum for any business at the Supreme Court. But regarding the dispute that had been raised by Chebukati here, you remember it has its genesis from that September 1st verdict of the Supreme Court, where the majority decision nullified President Uhuru Kenyatta's re-election. And Chebukati raised queries that the clarification that came from the full version of the judgment had created a confusion as regarding his role in the verification of results that have been entered on Forms 34A and Forms 34B, as he does the tabulation for the Form 34C that ultimately is used to declare the winner in a presidential election. You remember there had been a precedent set by the Court of Appeal that barred the IEBC chair from interfering with the results in those particular documents, and they had put the finality of those documents in the Form 34B, which is the document that the returning officer at the constituency level uses to declare who has gotten how many votes at the constituency level. And therefore the clarification from the Supreme Court will be critical as regards Chebukati's role as the country continues the countdown to the October 26th repeat presidential poll. Betty.
All right, Moremi Mwangi there reporting from the Supreme Court, where we're expecting that ruling to be made, like he mentioned, at 11:30. This ruling is going to be giving Wafula Chebukati, who's the IEBC chair, his role really on the result verification process. We'll be getting to hear from the court later on at